Howdy doodle, everyone. How are you? My name's Lizzie. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for all my subscribers for coming back. And thank you for all the new people. Oh my god, I forgot to light my candle. I have a new one. And I put oils in it. Like my Wiccan oils that I ordered from Art of the Root. They're a really good company. I like them. They're not paying me to sponsor them. I just like to say what's good and what people like. This is actually my Valentine's Day shirt that I ruined, that I couldn't wear on Valentine's Day. And I have all my St. Patrick's Day stuff up. I will move stuff around because I have all different stuff on the sides that you can't see. But I wanted to wear the shirt before I put it away for the season. I might wear it around for other things. I mean, it's not exactly, it's just pink and red tie-dye. So I guess I could wear it anytime. And yeah, I know I have two headbands on. I'm a weirdo like that. We wear the mask, so I just wanted to be myself since you can't show your face anymore. Also, it took me an hour to dig my fucking car out just so I could go out anywhere because we got slammed and it's all like ice snow. It's not just snow, it's like heavy ass wet. Ugh. I did my workout. I should have went and looked at my car before I did my workout because I was dying. Anyway, this is a what is your spiritual gifts, or what is your life purpose? What does Spirit want you to know about yourself? And it is a pickle pile. So these are all cute little gnomes. I think gnomes are mysterious little creatures in general. So it's good to have a gnome around your house. Alright, I'm not sure if I used these ones before. I know I used my other ones. I don't know. If you've seen them, sorry. I'm going to be rotating stuff out because I'm not going to go out and buy a bunch of things every time I want to do a pickle pile. I can reuse stuff, right? Alright, so pile one is the blue hat gnome. Isn't he cute? Dollar store special. Super cute little guy. We're going to call him the gnome with the blue hat. It's all about the hat color. Pile number 2 is the green one. Green little gnome, also super cute. Are you vibing? It's adorable. And pile number 3 is the red hat. It sounds like a secret society, doesn't it? The red hats. Alright, I'll do it one more time for you. Pile number 1 is the super cute little blue hat gnome. It's like thinking real hard out there. I'm going to put these on the pile so I don't forget. Pile number 2 is the green hat. Very silent, but looking like Santa Claus a little bit. And come sit on my lap. And pile number 3 is the red hat. Also, thinking over here. Cute little gnomes. My mom had a gnome, and we used to take turns hiding it in the house and freaking each other out. So every time I see a gnome, I giggle. Alright, so we'll get right into pile 1 in just a minute. I need to drink. I need to home for a minute. I'll be right back, not that anyone notices. Hi, pile 1. You picked the cute little gnome guy. I like this one. It's probably the one I would pick too. Okay, I'm just making sure I wrote the time down because I forgot to do that last time. The shirt's baggy, which, yay, means I'm losing weight. Anyway, what are your spiritual gifts? What is your life purpose? What does Spirit want you to know? Let's get into it. Are you ready? Ooh, love partnership. You could be a love coach, love counselor. You could help people find their twin flames here. You could be a musician, a sound healer. You could have like a sound chime or a bowl and heal people through sound. You could be psychic here with this intuition. Strong third eye. You could see things. Maybe you know how to read people. You could see things. You could get premonitions. Ooh, physical activity. You could also be a physical trainer. The scope is grand for you. This is a collective reading, so if you're only good at one of these, it's still your reading. We're just getting into it, but I feel like you could do all of these things. You could be somebody who works with twin flames or helping love partnerships survive, like a marriage counselor, helping people love themselves. Could be definitely a sound healer or a musician. You could write music. You have a strong intuition, which means you know how to read people. And physical activity, you could help people get up and moving from depression. If you are a psychologist, you're helping them get up and move, or you could be a physical trainer. What else we got? Ooh, Midas. You could be an entrepreneur. Creative ability to turn anything to gold. That means you're a powerful manifester, pile number 1. Hello. How are you? Manifest me a winning lottery ticket, would you? Just kidding. Just kidding. Warrior. Strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. Heroism. Self-sacrifice and conquering the ego. Could actually be a soldier here as well. But you're strong. You fight people's dark sides. You could even be like a ghost hunter. Or you could fight through depression and help people get back up. You're very strong inside. You have a strong centered base, which is very soothing to people who are struggling. Look at this courage. Maybe you were in the military. You're just somebody who, you could be a fireman, a police officer, somebody who puts their life on the line all the time. What do they call them? Seeing it. Crisis counselor, when somebody is got a bomb strapped to them, or they take a hostage or something and they bring in a crisis counselor. I feel like that's who you are. Somebody who's calm, talks sense to people. You'll put yourself in danger to help others. Somebody who's very thankful, helping people see what they still have that's good in their life. Definitely getting the counselor vibe, but more along the lines of, like I said, somebody who's a crisis manager of some kind. You could even work for the 911 call center, or like I said, police officer, fireman. You have that personality that everybody really wants to be your friend. You're an easy person to like. You get along with a lot of people. Let's get your life purpose here. Ooh, time to decide. You stepping in to help people figure out where they're going from here. You're if they want to change their life somehow, you help them make a game plan. If you're the crisis manager, you help them decide if they're going to give up and walk out, or if this is going to be a bad situation. In the end, time to decide where do you go from here. Maybe people come to you and they have no life purpose. They don't know where to go. You could even be a career counselor here. Freedom. Whew. You could be in the justice. I'm getting heavy justice, like you're a cop, attorney, legal aid, crisis management, something like that. You could help people try to get released from prison, but also I feel like this is freeing them from their burdens, like mental, physical burdens. Working on that body. Maybe you are a physical trainer, or you're just a physical healer, healing the body. You could work with herbs and flowers and sound healing. You could be a shaman here as well. Woo, you're a light worker. Hello, little light worker. Something about creative expression. Maybe you are a musician. Or that's how you pull people in, is in creative ways. Abracadabra with wings. You have spiritual gifts. Which is normal for light workers. Awaken. Oh, sorry. That's not what it says. Awen, 3 rays of light. Balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony. Again with the romance counselors, marriage counselor. Or maybe you work with domestic disputes. If you're a sun, the golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. Woo, maybe you're famous. Hello, famous people. I don't know how you found my channel, but cool. Or maybe you will be famous someday, or you just have that warm, when you walk in a room, all eyes go to you, which normal famous people have that because they're famous, but you don't necessarily have to be a famous person. You're just like a sun in a room, people are just drawn to it. Maybe you have that it personality, that it spark. Safe and happy travel, protection from harm when journeying. Oh my God. Maybe you're like one of them air marshals. Or you help people stay safe on their travels. You could be, what are they called? private security, or maybe you have private security if you're famous out there. Yeah, you're somebody who, you're very unique. Like all zebras have their own unique stripes, but you own it. You are 100% original, unique, unlike anybody else, and you wear it with pride. You're not afraid to be different. This is also helping other people embrace their stripes and be who they are. You're a busy person. Busy, busy, busy. Always moving. Hard time sitting still over there, busy bee. Mouse. My head just started hurting all of a sudden for some weird reason. Anyway, it's like you do things in small moves. Like, people don't notice mice and all the wreckage they do, and unless they see them scurrying across the kitchen. I feel like what you do is in small moves and unseen. You could be like SWAT, special ops, anything like that. You got a large variety of, you could do whatever the F you want, Paul, number one. Elephant, good memory. Big purpose as well. Big impact on others. You help people accept who they are and accept and receive love in their life. You're a person of action. Again, referencing that you make quick movements. You come in, you figure out what's happening, and you deal with it. Crisis management, secret ops, I don't know what you are out there. SWAT team, detective, you move fast. A lot of people have trust in you. Trust you to come to you when they have a problem. You take ownership of the situation you're in. You take ownership of helping people, ownership in a crisis. You step up. You're that hero. You got that hero complex. You gotta save the day. Da-da-da. That's like when I know someone has a hero complex and I watch them in action, I'm like, here we go. Da-da-da. And then they run off. I'm like, yep, hero complex. Not that that's a bad thing. There's just people put on this earth to do heroic shit. They're just called to it. And they're usually the first on scene for things. So I'm not at all talking shit. Because in the end of the day, we need those heroes or we're going to die. Anyway, broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. Yeah, you want to be a peacekeeper. I feel like you're a cop or some kind of secret agent. 007 type out there. Direction guardian. Choose your path. Oh my god. So not only could you be a cop, but you, like I said, could be a shrink. Where do you want to go from here? Where do you want to get divorced? Do you want to get separated? Do you want to stay together? Like, you could be one of them counselors as well. Another son. Enjoy success and happiness. You are a successful MF out there. Why can't I speak right now? Maybe you are famous. I don't look at these ahead of time. You got another bee. Jesus, you are a little busy bee. Maybe you do a lot of multiple things. Bask in joy and light. Again, referencing you are a light worker out there, which means you have a big purpose. Which obviously you're living it. If you got the hero complex, again, that's not a bad thing. It's just like you can't just watch things happen. You have to jump in there. Like, listen, everybody calm down. Even if you're off duty or you're not even a police officer at all, if something goes down around you, you're the one that stands up like, everybody, take a breath. Calm down. Nobody needs to die today. You're definitely that person, pal one. Silence. There's a sweet embrace in the nothingness stillness brings, a presence of self fully embodied. You're somebody who can, it's not like you're a person of little words, but you stay quiet until you figure it out. It's not like you're going to run into a crisis situation and just pretend you know things. Like, you're an observer as well. Also, you could be the strong silent type. You have that, you don't say very much, but people stop talking when you start talking. Could be as well. Ooh. Dark moon. In the dark of your heart lives new breath waiting for you to release its ghost. You do have a dark side. Pile number one. We all have a dark side. But I feel like you've seen a lot of hard shit. You've been through a lot of situations, especially if you're a soldier. and you're haunted by this and you're silent about it. This could be PTSD, guilt about people's deaths. Like if you are, what the fuck did they call them? Show up on scene and they gotta figure shit out. Crisis management. Maybe you couldn't help everybody, which is 100% fact. You're not gonna be able to help everybody. And you carry it with you and it's like a burden. You have a dark side that threatens to come out. If you're a police officer, you have that moment where you just want to fucking punch someone in the face that like raped a woman. Like you have to check that back as well. Because you have that, although you have the save the day hero complex, part of being a hero is hurting people that hurt other people that you know is like the bad guy, and you just like, you have to fight that because you do have a dark side in there. You are a healer. This could be, like we said, sound healer, could be a physical body healer, like as in a doctor, nurse, physical trainer, physical therapist, sound healer, herbal healer, whatever healer you want to be, you can heal. But trouble does follow you, my friend. Because you have the hero complex and you're meant to do things, you find yourself in sticky situations a lot. Stay the course. You're not somebody who's going to run away when trouble comes. You are a warrior. You put your boots on and you deal with it. Let go of a fixed plan. It's like when you show up on scene, like you have a procedure book, right? But I just feel like you close the book and you just deal with what you deal with, because there's nothing in the binder that's going to help you prepare for the situation you're in. Like, yeah, you learned it, you know the shit, but you're not going to walk in like you already know. You're also an observer. This is also helping people who need change in their life, need to break out. Maybe they're scared to change or scared to go for new things. You help them get off their fixed plan of what they expected themselves to be on and to embrace something new. See with your heart. Could be an empath as well. Your feelings tell you. You get those gut feelings and you follow it. Believe in your power to manifest. You know you're a powerhouse manifester. You know. You know it. I don't gotta tell you. You know what? You've seen some shit. You scared yourself a few times. Like, damn, I can't believe I did that. I thought it and then it happened. What the F? You had those moments before. Whether it was like living through something you weren't supposed to live through, whether it's winning a scratch off, being lucky, bullet missing you, that wasn't supposed to, like, shit has gone down. You believe in your gifts. You're very honest. You have that honest soul. You tell, like, maybe you might have a hard time showing your emotions, but when somebody genuinely asks you how you feel, you will say, honestly, you tell the truth. You have patience of a saint. You deal with a lot of situations and a lot of people. You could be a counselor or a cop. I'm kidding, both. I don't know which one you are. You could be both. Because you have to be a counselor if you're a cop as well. Which crazy shit happens. External validation. Ambush fear with your ferocious dream. Stop, drop, and ground. Maybe you're a fireman. The edge of evolution feels messy. Celebrate your wins. What does your soul say? You get a lot of validation, especially with your gifts. But you're like to somebody that I want to hear you say it out loud and then go do it. Like you make people say their intentions out loud, or freeze, stop, or my mom will shoot. Remember that movie? I don't know why these things come in my head. Ambush fear with your ferocious dream. You're not scared to go after your ambitions in life. If you get something in your claw, you're the type of person that goes. You're brave. You put your boots on and you do that damn thing. Stop, drop, and ground. You stop what you're doing in a crisis and you try to ground the situation, balance it, level it out. You're very calm, cool, and collected. Little cucumber pile number 1. The edge of evolution feels messy. Yeah, you're in a lot of messy situations, whether you're a counselor and like people are arguing in your room, or you're a soldier and shit goes down, or you're a cop and shit goes down, detective, crisis management, fireman. I don't know what you are exactly, but you're in the realm of those tough jobs. It gets messy, it gets chaotic, and you are good at chaotic. Celebrate your wins. You focus on the times that things worked out for everybody involved and yourself. You're not somebody that likes to dwell on the negative. Although death does eat at you, you do have that dark chip on your shoulder of regret and remorse. Everybody has that though. What does your soul say? You're somebody who follows your soul. At the end of the day, if you're called and here to do something, you react to it. You don't question it. You are a hard-ass beast out there, and God bless you, pile number one. I'm going to say a prayer for you that you're safe, because you're always going to put yourself in the flames. Again, we need people like that in this world, so thank you for being a badass hero and putting your boots on. I hope you're around when I'm in trouble. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, if it resonated, if you want more of these readings, please hit the like button below. Hit the subscribe so you're access to all my stuff. Talk to me in the comments. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you next time, guys. Stay well out there, Pile 1. And watch your 6, would you? Damn. Hi, Pile 2. You picked the cute little green-hatted gnome guy. I'll put him over here so I don't break him. Alright, are you ready? Let's see what your spiritual gifts / life purpose, what the spirit wants to tell you about you. Woo! You're somebody who helps people start a new journey. I'm not sure in what aspect yet, but it's like if people are out on a fool's journey, which we use in the tarot world for going on a spiritual journey, you help them. You could be a spiritual coach. You could be a psychologist helping people figure out where to go from here. You could be a college. I'm seeing somebody. What do they call them? College administrator. I don't know. The people that helps kids figure out what college to go into, help them fill out their applications. Could even be one of those. Sorry, I don't know what the term is. Counselor, college counselor, guidance counselor. I don't know. Ooh, environmentalist. You could work with the. Sorry, it paused itself. That was weird. You could be. You could work with the planet, or you help people get out of tough situations. Like a new beginning would be moving out of a tough environment into a more stable environment. You could be somebody who works with refugees, who takes them out of a very toxic environment. You could work with like anyone like Vera House, which helps abused women hide and get their life on track, and taking people out of uncomfortable environments and putting them in stable ones. You're very creative. Could be an artist as well. You lean on your creativity. I feel like creativity is an outlet for you. Woo, you're an adventurous. Well, I guess new beginnings would be a part of an adventure. Guide. Yeah, you are a guide. You could be like a tour guide with this adventure. You could be a guide for life, a life coach. Psychologist, mystic. Okay, so you're more a little like me. You do a little spiritual, out of the box type of stuff. You could be a spiritual guide, a spiritual coach, a spiritual teacher. You could work in faith. You could even be a nun, a priest, any kind of faith. Shaman. I heard rabbi for some small people out there. Any kind of spiritual being. You could be a Buddhist leader, or what do you call them? I don't know. I don't mean to be offensive, but I try not to look into religions. I have no religion. Anyway, you're of service. You're a humanitarian. Thank you. Pile 2. We need more of you. You help people with forgiveness, getting over mistakes, earning forgiveness in themselves. I'm getting it's not so much like you help them be forgiven in their life, but this is like people with some serious trauma and regret, PTSD, anything like that. You help them let it go. You help people find their success. Could be helping them find a job, finding an education. Let's see what your life cards say. Ooh, you're a medium with the sensitivity. Medium, empath for sure. Oh my God, spiritual teacher. I don't look at these. I just draw them. You are definitely a spiritual teacher. You could be a public speaker as well. You could work on this self-help network. You could go out and travel. Your adventure could be traveling from place to place, talking about your spiritual beliefs and trying to get people to love themselves and start over and embrace their spirituality. You help them find the right path that they need to be on. If they need to get out of something toxic, if they need to get away from addiction, if they need to get away from living on the streets and getting into a home, like, you're of service. You help people find their path and come back to spirituality. You help people clear their chakras, meditate. Could be a Buddhist. You maybe even write books, spiritual books. Achievement, win the award, accolade, or contract. You could help people get promoted, or you have a lot of achievement in your life. Protection, strong protective magic for the family and the home. You could come in and free new beginnings in home as well. If like somebody comes to you and they say their house is haunted, they got an evil entity in it, you could go and clear the home. Protection. You protect the innocent. You could even be an exorcist as well. On target. Follow your ideal life path. Yeah, definitely a life coach. Pile 2, you're a life coach. Little luxuries. Generate luxurious experiences and surroundings. Help them, like, it's not like you have to go, like, you make them have all the nicest surroundings, but you make them feel comfortable with where they are and within their skin. Peacock. You're somebody who is proud of who you are. It's not like your ego. You know, you're not like somebody like, look at me, I'm so pretty. You're a speaker. You're out in the public eye, and you help people love and peacock themselves and put themselves out there to get that job, to get in that school. Like, you help people. Peacocking is a term where you're trying to get noticed and you're trying to put yourself out there. This is what you help people do. You might even be like Hitch, you know? Remember that Will Smith movie? Horse, you have a very cosmic purpose on this life, but you're also very noble. You have that nobility about you, a lot of manners, you speak well, you dress well. Scorpion. I'm getting a couple of things. Like, although you are a centered person, you have that sting for evil. Like, if somebody's being bullied or getting beat or they're getting bothered by entities in their house, you're definitely someone who's going to step up and deal with that. You don't like bullies. I'm definitely getting that. Woo! You could help people with twin flames, loving themselves. Again, really representative of somebody who holds themselves well, very mannered, dresses well, has that power aura about them. You help people become harmonious with themselves or in relationships. Getting a strong life coach. Spontaneity. You help people go with the flow. Just embrace life and enjoy it. You help them take responsibility for the things they need to take responsibility for and stop running from it. You could even be helping people get out of debt. You help people find their satisfaction in life, whether it's with a person, place, job, what have you. What do you want to do in this life? All right, let's go do it. You're definitely one of those people. Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. Again, referencing you are a spiritual person who spiritually protect people. You definitely could work in hauntings, about being a ghost hunter as well. Traveler, move in a new direction. Again, referencing this is like new beginnings. You help people move on from past traumas and toxic situations. Woo, wise one. You definitely communicate with spirit. You definitely know about past lives. You definitely have had a few lives. You have like that old soul. You just know things sometimes. Magic guardian. Yeah, you protect. You could definitely be somebody who deals with nasty spirits and getting them out of the home. Wolf, devour the ferocious calling within the hallowing of your spirit. Run wildly into the freedom of your knowing. You have a great spiritual purpose and a great spiritual calling, and you follow it. Like, you are somebody who's very connected to your spiritual beliefs, and that's the only guidance you need. 3D bullshit doesn't really affect you. Third harvest. It's like helping people reap what they need for those new beginnings. I'm not sure what kind of life coach they're going with. It could be a spiritual life coach. It could be a life coach for the ghost, helping them move on. It could be helping people figure out what to do with their life. Like any aspect of a life coach you could definitely do. Broom, clearing away toxic energy, getting people out of toxic situations. Black cat, you're very powerful, very spiritually gifted in the sense of having that, we got the hiccups, this is going to be a good one. You have that power about you in the spiritual world. You could definitely be a practicing witch, warlock, anything like that, but I feel like that's for a small few out there. Walk your own journey, exactly. You are a unicorn, starseed. You do your damn thing. You don't follow anyone else but spirit. You believe miracles can happen and that you can manifest them, and maybe you teach people how to manifest. Breathe love into your life. These are people that come to you very closed off. Gave up on their faith, gave up on love, gave up on people, and you teach them that you have to love yourself. You have to be willing and open to receive love, and spirit never left you. Like, you breathe love back into these tired souls that are broken and alone. Be free, receive abundance. You help them free themselves of any negative energies, any toxic life patterns or situations, and you help them manifest the abundance they need. Holiday, you help people celebrate life again and have fun. These people are very sad that come to you, very broken down, don't know where to go, and you show them that life is one big holiday. Electra, get that spark back in their eye. Like, people come to you and their spark is dead. They have no want, like, they might have an idea, but they don't know how to muster the strength to get out of the situation they're in. You heal them, mind, body, and soul. Make a mission statement for your soul. Yeah, you are a person of service. Your mission statement is to pick people up, bring them back to spirit, dust them off, and put them on their own spiritual path. Fill your cup up with sacred giggles. Somebody who's very funny. You like to make people laugh. Laughter is like, I'm getting visions of Patch Adams with the bedpans on his feet. Like, you believe laughter is a genuine medicine, and I do too. Creator, Earth. Somebody who's a healer, shaman, very created or very connected to the earth, and especially how you heal. Gratitude again. Helping people be thankful instead of full of hatred, anger, envy, greed, all the sins. You take that out of them. Like, look at my life. It's not as bad as I thought it was. Thank you so much, Spirit, for leading me to this job I wanted or to this person I wanted. They're thankful. Once you're done healing them, they're thankful for life again. Integrate your knowing. Yeah, that otherworldly knowing, because you're a starseed. It's like you might just know things sometimes. You might not even have been schooled by anyone. That happens to me sometimes. I'm also a starseed. You've lived many different lives, Pile 2, and you've collected all this information along your journey, which makes you an old soul and smarter than most people. So you integrate that knowing, that spiritual knowing you have, and you turn around and you teach it to others. Unstick the stuck. Yeah, you get people who are stuck on a bad path. You take them off the bad path and you put them on a good path. You're a powerhouse. You're a healer. This world desperately needs you. It's chaos. Nobody knows what's going to happen. And a lot of people are broken right now. So I feel like you're going to be very busy, pile number 2. God bless you. Your work is hard and it's a thankless job most of the time. So I will thank you. Thank you, thank you. From one spiritual healer to the other, it's not easy. You definitely understand this. If you ever need any advice or guidance, hit me up in the comments. You can reach me at unicorntarot888@gmail.com as well. Thank you so much for your time. If this resonated, if you like it, if you want more of these readings, please hit the thumbs up button below. Hit the subscribe button so you have access to all my stuff. Talk to me in the comments. Thank you, love and light, and I'll see you next time. Be good out there, Pile 2. Hi, Pile 3. You picked this cute little gnome with the red hat, thinking away over here. I'm going to put this little guy over here so I don't break him or lose him. Alright, are you ready to see what your spiritual gifts are, what your life purpose is, what a spirit wants you to know about you? Let's get into it. Oh, look at you, Patience. Saintly Patience out there. Maybe you might not have patience for yourself, but you definitely have patience. I'm getting somebody who works with special needs. Could be a special ed teacher, a nurse, somebody who has great patience and the deepest of suffering. Surrender. Ooh, you might even be a nurse at like a rehab center. People who are getting rid of drugs and alcohol in their life, helping them surrender their demons or surrender to the fact that they need some help. You could even be hospice, helping people surrender until their moment of death. Helping people put the effort into getting out of this, surrendering that they need help and accepting they need help and putting the effort into getting out of toxic situations. Helping them gain, I'm definitely getting the substance counselor for sure here. The 10 steps: surrender, effort, forgiveness, patience, or a nurse of some kind. Let's get some more. You help victims. You could help people who are victim of sexual assault, victims of drug abuse, alcohol abuse. Is a disease. People paralyzed from horrific crimes, wounds, anything like that. You're helping people come from a very rock bottom place. Knight. Yes, you ride in to save them. Like Pile 1, you have a hero complex, which is not a bad thing. You get the dun-da-da-da music behind your soul. Perseverance. Yes, you're strong. You don't give up. These are the people that are going to buck back because giving up their addictions, going through a trauma and healing, learning to walk again, it's very difficult. It's not easy. And at times, they give you some shit. You might even work with elderly people who are very stubborn. You are in it to win it. No matter what they say to you, no matter what they do, you don't give up. You have great empathy for these people who need you. They're suffering, they're hurting, they're broken inside, and you really understand this. So even if they are like, shut up, you son of a bitch, you're just like, okay, I'll go get you your lunch. Like you didn't even hear it because you understand that in here hurts and it's frustrating. Like say, for example, someone's learning how to walk again, who walked their whole life and they're not getting there the way they want to. They're very frustrated. They don't know how to get this frustration out of their body. They're stuck in a chair. You're somebody who really takes that into consideration and doesn't take it to heart when they lash out. You could be helping people with grief. You could be a grief counselor as well. People who lost family members would also be victims. All right, let's get your life purpose. You could be a teacher here. You could be going to school as well. You could be like a professor as well. Environmentalist, somebody who cares about the environment. Could be a scientist. Talk to your angels. You're a medium. You're a medium like me. You help people with their infinite abundance, whether they're getting healthy again, helping them through traumas. You could be a nurse and a scientist and a teacher. You could be anything in those. You are a good leadership. Like you'd be a head doctor, a head nurse, a head professor, a head scientist. Could even be a counselor here. Definitely with the counseling. You're just overall a healer. What else we got? Dragonfly, you bring light to this world. You're a light worker. Hello, light worker. Successful career, a happy working environment, pay raises and promotions. So not only are you a gifted person, you will have a spiritual career and a successful one. Spiritual can be a nurse, can be a psychologist, or you could help people find their successful careers. Three of life, true wisdom and making good choices in life. Again, I'm getting that rehab type of a vibe. It could be a physical rehab, could be drug and alcohol. You're rehabbing people. Even a psychologist. Power symbol, cleanse, purify, and protect the physical body. It's like getting them through withdrawals, getting them up and living and adapting to sober life. Yeah, you have a big purpose. And you feel very deeply for the world around you and the people around you. Very cosmic connection here. White tigers are very rare. You're a very rare person. Vulture. It's like you're people dying from drug and alcohol or physically dying. You could be like an ER doctor, trauma nurse, or this is talking about you are hovering over the people who have lost somebody, grief, death. Vultures talk about death. You could be hospice as well, or a grief counselor. But you have a big purpose, and you help people heal from very dark things. Grief counselor, drug and alcohol counselor definitely would be good for you. You have great vision. You can see past people's pain to who they really are. Like, you know how people walk down the street and they see somebody who's a drug addict and they're like, oh, fucking junkie, useless. You're not one of them people. You see somebody who's got a broken soul who's worth being saved, who's worth saying hello to and being treated with respect. Detachment. You help people detach from things that are toxic, even pain like grief. You're humanitarian. You have a big heart. Great humility is one of your best assets. And you help people find their joy again. And you heal people with joy. You always got a smile on your face for these people. You're not coming in having a bad day and putting your shit on the table like you're somebody who's, even on their shittiest of days, will walk in wherever you work and smile because you know that they're suffering more than you and they need that smile. You're like a ball of light. And I got the hiccups. So this will be good too. Air guardian, shift your perception. Yeah, you help people see you're not useless. You're not just a junkie. Your life isn't over because somebody died. Like, you are worth saving. You are worth being someone. You are worth better than this. You can have better than this. You got to fight for it. Shift your perception. Do you want to be this way or do you want to be this way? Do you want to stay healed or do you want to stay a victim? You're somebody who helps them see in themselves that they can change and to believe in themselves. Stargazer, you could work in astrology. Set your sights higher. You just help people believe better in themselves to the point that they want better. And by wanting better, they start to put the work in and do better in their own lives. Trader, exchange energy to create abundance. You help them like trade their habits. Like, this could be instead of going out and drinking, why don't we journal? Why don't we go work with horses? Why don't we go for a walk? Why don't we meditate? It's like you're trading toxic things and putting good things in its place, and you're teaching people to live in a better way. Drum, dream, and journey. It's like you help people march to the beat of their own drum and figure out where they're marching to, which is beautiful. Potions and spells. You're definitely a healer, a medical healer, nurse, anything like that. Frog. Yes. You know how the prince is the frog before you kiss him? You're definitely getting and healing people when they're at their worst, is basically what they're saying. Pumpkin. Help them carve out that face that they want to become. Carve the way through it. Come up out of the dead. Fall as things dying and into spring. Candle magic. You could be a witch as well. You could heal with candles. Remembrance. So you do help people with grief, how to honor the death and dead ones in a way that they can grow past it. Sacred knowledge. Yes, you are connected to a higher being, higher spirit. You let them know that death isn't the answer, that you'll all be back together again. This is very healing. Or sacred knowledge of you can get past this. You don't have to be an addict forever. This is just one day in your entire journey, and you're going to wind up in a good place. Like, you give people that knowledge, like, one step at a time. This isn't my reality. The reality I want can become my reality. feel and release. You help them face the things that they're pushing down, especially if they're a victim of something hard. You help them deal with it and release it from their soul so they can move on in peace. You're being called into service. Yes. You're called to help people spiritually, mentally, physically. Life is an expression of you. You help them express what they really want, how to be themselves. What job do you want? What kind of life do you want? Now express that. Get it out of your body. Express yourself. That song's playing in my head. Remember, love is the key. Yes. You love them through it, and you teach them that love is all that matters, which is the meaning of life at the end of the day. Yes. Look at you. You help them rise. These are people broken, fallen, left by society, left by people to just rot. And you say, no, no, give me your hand. And you pull them up. Rise from the ashes. You, the muse, you spark that. You're their muse to do better. Their hope, their prosperity, their faith. You help them. They want to be like you. They want to be happy, contented, and working and helping others. It's like the people you help will then turn around and help someone else. You're the muse to do better, which is great. Welcome to the Divine Masculine. So you are in a Divine Masculine space. Doesn't mean that you have to be a male. You're the take action type, which would make sense if you're a healer. You really embrace that divine masculinity in yourself, whether you can stand up and be a warrior and fight for these people. You embrace that energy, male or female. The spark of hustle. Yeah. You spark these people to want to change and to put the effort into it and start working towards their life. Overrate your intuition. Basically telling them to dream big, that life is what you want to make of it. So what is your intuition telling you? This is something you probably say to your patients. What do you feel? Tell me how you feel about this situation. Are you comfortable? Are you happy? Do you want to try? Or do you want to go in a new direction? Pay attention to how you feel. It's definitely a tool you use. You are light. Exactly. You are a starseed. You are a healer. You are a light worker. You are a beautiful soul. Pile number 3. It takes hard work and gumption to heal people and to take people out of the deepest pits of hell and bring them to the light. It is not an easy job. Like pile number 2, it's a thankless job. But it's so fucking important. I can't even express. And in this crazy world, there's so many people out here that need you. Addiction went up. Suicide rates went up. People are dying left and right from a virus. Like, you're definitely needed and you're definitely valued. So God bless you, pile number 3. I hope you like this. If it resonated, if you want more of these readings, please give me the thumbs up below. Hit the subscribe button so you have access to all my new stuff. Talk to me in the comments. I appreciate you all so much for your time, for listening, for coming back, or coming for the first time. I love and adore you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.